Andrew, just a heads up, the group that you have on here, this is our team. So Ari, Mike, and Nick are all on Empower's team. So you have our undivided attention right now. Hopefully that's not too intimidating, but yeah, how are you doing, man? Thanks for joining.
Yeah. Sorry, Mark. I just missed all of that. My headset was off, so I run first-time homebuyer webinars through a different Go High Level account, and I just blasted a text, voicemail drop, and all to 400, and my phone literally is still blowing up. So
Oh shoot.
I had to turn my Bluetooth off. So just asking for referrals because none of them freaking qualify. So it's like who you know, equity, trying to just generate business, right? So
Right.
I'm a little versed in Go High Level, but I have not, and it's like Encompass, right? It's a massive Pandora's box, and it's all on how you use it. And it looks like y'all have taken it to the next level. So here I am. I'm interested. So I've got
Cool.
my own account. I've got another sub account through a different deal with first time homebuyer webinars that I'm running the gauntlet on, and the statistics are pretty good, but trying to my main account, I'm just going after realtors, obviously. So I don't know, are y'all going direct to consumer? I heard your mission statement was a take down quicken or take market share.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of interested in that, but I don't even, anyway, I see your ads all the time and that type of stuff. So
Cool. Well, thanks for joining. Yeah. The realtors. So we have always been a very consumer direct heavy company, and we still and I would still say we are predominantly, but we've made the transition from what we originally started with was a Google pay-per-click campaign that I built as a loan officer to take traffic away from Quicken Loans lending tree. I mean, obviously that's one way to put it. The other way to put it, to generate leads for my own business, right?
Yeah.
And
Which I'm very interested in. I've never done, other than the webinars, I haven't done a lot of direct to consumer just because of you get 100 of them and only one qualify, and you can use parameters and all, but it's just a lot of work. So
yeah,
that's an excuse. Through the webinar gauntlet, it's gotten back to the 5-to-1, 4-to-1 approval ratio, which is what a realtor referral is. But that's another topic. I would love to pick your brain on that, because that's ultimately I'd like to just fire realtors because they suck. And they, waste my time. So
yeah. Amen. Well, cool. Yeah, we have a lot of experience with the lead gen side of it, and then that started probably 5 years ago, and 4 years ago is when we started using HighLevel as a part of that process to help our loan officers close the leads that we were generating for them. And so now fast forward to today, and we recognize that in order to take market share from Quicken Loans, not only do we need to be generating leads where Quicken Loans is generating leads, but we got to have email marketing. We got to have SMS marketing. We got, like, what we're looking for is mind share. And so that's not just direct to consumer. That can mean all your realtor referrals and making sure that you get all of those added to a database, and that you have a strong email marketing system and pixels, pixels that you're feeding on your Facebook ads so that you can do some retargeting at small amounts of money. Basically, we're trying to help loan officers just crowd Quicken Loans out, right? Like, Quicken Loans has this monopoly over so many digital channels. The more and more loan officers that come into every single one of those channels and create something that's competitive and something that comes from a local voice, I think the more likely we are to be able to actually accomplish that goal of reducing Quicken Loans or Rocket Mortgage's market share, as opposed to the trajectory that they've been on for the past few years. So, yeah, as far as the consumer direct stuff, if you want to check that out, yeah, I mean, you and I can talk online. We also, if you go to our website, you can book a demo there. I mean, even if you and I talk offline, I'll end up sending you to watch a demo at some point anyways. And that's a live
I'd like
demo.
to talk offline to pick. I mean, I know more than the average person arriving, I think, but maybe not, so it's just how, just the scalability and those type of things. But I mean, I just don't have all the automation and campaigns built, and you could spend years, with it, but y'all doing masterminds and all kinds of stuff of what works and
100%.
tried and true, but also being able to chew on what arrives, right? The ability, I've got a 4-person team, we do quite a bit of volume, or have. I mean, we got decimated recently, but I'll just flip to a more of a brokerage hybrid model, mini core, so Barrett Financial was the biggest out there, but now I've got more options than I've ever had, through that stuff, which certainly helps in this avenue. And direct to consumer, you have to be on the cheaper side of things, which still allows me to make my bips and provide quality, to the street. So in my opinion, that could be wrong. That's just what I've always thought on the consumer direct side. So y'all have a deal where basically I pay y'all and y'all do it, or you teach it? Is it both? Is it what is?
No, so our lead gen service is all done for you. So that is pay per click. Basically, we set up a Google Ads campaign for you. We set up a landing page, the lead form, set up the automations inside your HighLevel account. We monitor these accounts. We have different automations in place to monitor engagement with the account, but also to be able to collect statistics. Like we track what our expected response rate is, what our expected quality engagement rate is, what our expected application rate is, and we provide coaching to help move through the steps. So, we know essentially from doing this for 5 years, we know that even though there were a lot of loan officers that wanted to implement consumer direct as part of their business, like not only did Quicken Loans have an advantage in where they were getting their leads, but also in all the information and all the practices and scripts and stuff that it takes to close them, right? It's a different type of lead than a realtor referral. And so that's a big part of that service, is kind of a one-on-one relationship with one of our success managers. Yeah, we'll have Miles reach out to you regarding the core product, and then I will separately also reach out to you to schedule a time to talk about some of the bigger picture stuff that you have. And just let Miles know, and I will too. Miles is in our office here in Meridian. All of our employees are. So I'll walk over there and let him know that we talked, and that we're going to be talking about some bigger scope stuff too. But we have limited availability in our markets and wait lists in some of the markets. And so I want to get those in front of you as soon as possible, so that you can start thinking through that stuff. And then pending the outcome of that, we'll figure out how we can kind of tie the two together and maybe help you out with some consulting and stuff too.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for hopping on, man. I really appreciate the chat.
All right.
Awesome. Jenna, you joined us. How did you take anything from what we talked about last week? You have any like success stories to report back?
Well, I just had a couple meetings with the clients, and so we're just doing some more implementation stuff, and so slowly working.
Cool.
And I guess I'm just learning the industry. Don't know much about it, except for what I learned from growing up with my mom as a real estate agent. So,
cool.
So just, I definitely prefer working in the home services field. So just trying to help my sister out and do what I can.
Sure.
As I'm trying to learn and navigate what they're allowed to do.
Yeah. Well, let us know too if at any point you want to set up a confidential call between somebody on our team and you and your sister, to see if if this ends up becoming a situation where it's not worth it for you to be helping her on the level you are, and you want to see if it makes sense for us to help out. Obviously,
would you all be willing to have her account on my account and give you guys access to it? Or I guess I could jump on a call with you.
Yeah, I was gonna say not under the lead. Like if we did lead gen for your sister, then that's the only one that has to stay on our account. But if it's just a matter of like some consulting and some content, 100%, that's really easy for us to help with. So either way,
you wouldn't be able to.
Oh, God.
Help me through my HighLevel account.
Like I said,
help her, I guess. Not really me.
We would be able to, just not like we have our lead gen product is like out of the box, ready to go. We have coaches on staff that are doing one-on-one strategy sessions. We have automations that are linked, like we have custom code that's linked to their accounts so that we can tell how long it's taking for them to respond. And like it's just a setup that we can't replicate in somebody else's HighLevel account. And so that's one product that we offer, which is the Google ad pay-per-click lead gen funnel. One product that we offer that would have to be on our HighLevel instance. As long as it wasn't that she was looking for, anything else that we helped you with, we could use what you're already using, your HighLevel account, all that stuff. We could help you out with that.
Okay. Yeah, I'd be interested to chat.
Cool. Ari, will you get with Jenna and just set up a time for her and I to hop on a call? Actually, just shoot out an email and copy me on it, and we'll have you, Jenna, add your sister, and we'll all coordinate a time to talk.
Okay, yeah, sounds great.
Cool. Is there anything else that we can help you out with this week? Obviously, you hopped on the call. I want to make sure that that you didn't have anything that you wanted to touch on.
No, I just came to, I guess, basically learn, and I'm definitely, yeah, his little system there was definitely interesting.
That was crazy. That guy, he's going to crush it. I don't know exactly how or what order is, and I don't think he is either, but he does either. But the amount of stuff that
wants you to take this down.
Yeah.
I saw it in his face.
Yeah, exactly. Cool.
One thing I was, my sister and I were talking about is, she's like, well, it doesn't even make sense to me that people go to realtors before they come and she's like, so that's one thing I'm trying to figure out, how to get the buyer before they go to their real estate agent, because it doesn't even make sense. I was like, well, I get what you're saying, but
that's the premise of our lead gen product. That's the entire premise of our lead gen product. I was an LO, and when I was 21, I thought the same thing and was bad enough at working with real estate agents and getting agents to like me that I decided to do something about it, and figured out how to generate leads the way Quicken Loans does, who we all know doesn't rely on real estate agents to get their business.
Right.
And so, yeah, consumer direct.
Are you mostly just doing it through pay-per-click and Facebook ads?
Pay-per-click ads exclusively. We don't run any Facebook ads for loan officers. I think Facebook ads are great for retargeting and custom audiences, but most loan officers don't have a complicated enough marketing setup to make that worth their while. And so for 99% of loan officers, they shouldn't be spending money on ads anywhere except for Google.
Yeah, I've been trying to tell her that lately, and I think I told you this last week, got into that thing with the other agent.
HighLevel or KV Core Boomtown? Boomtown.
Yes, KV Core. Well, no, Boomtown.
And
then there's Bomb. There's the other thing I was thinking of when you said Boomtown. But yeah, it's Boomtown.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, that's what she recently got into. So
yeah, and that's just, honestly, when you're doing that, you're kind of counting on the agent to work the leads on their end. And it's really kind of like Zillow leads, just investing in the relationship at that point. Unless you have your shit dialed in enough, like the client that I was talking about earlier, Roy, who's closing, 20 deals a month with our system, and then also leveraging that to generate more leads in his pipeline. One of the things that he does is he partners up with agents in the different markets that he's in, and he'll basically say, hey, are you, an agent that's running lead gen? Hey, send all your leads to our system. We'll set up a campaign to work them from this end, and we'll send all our leads to your system when they come in, and you work them from that end. And they're truly sharing all of their leads. And that's worked out really well for them. So I definitely think that there's a play behind partnering with agents on their lead gen stuff. I just don't think it's as simple as a lot of loan officers would like it to be, unless you're literally just masking a pay-to-play arrangement where it's I'm spending $2,500 a month. She says it's for leads. I don't really know where it's going to. I don't really care, because I get 3 deals a month coming out of it, right? Which is how a lot of those arrangements work.
Yeah.
So
interesting.
Yeah. So like I said, I think all the work that she puts in, or that we put in, or that you put in into helping her better with consumer direct marketing and better with online marketing has the potential to help serve her in multiple ways when she goes out and is talking to real estate agents, and they're talking about how they want a lender to help them with their lead gen stuff, or to help them work leads, or to partner with them on their lead gen, or whatever it is. The better she gets at this stuff, the more of a value proposition that can be in her relationships.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah. Thanks for being on again, Jenna. It's good to hear from you.
Thank you. I watched your little rancher video. That was funny.
Oh, my cow. Yeah. The cow that got the calf that got
I didn't
out.
know you're a rancher.
Ranching.
Yeah,
no, I wouldn't go that far.
I grew up on a ranch.
We lease
this
our
morning.
5 acres to a rancher, and so it comes
Oh,
with
the territory.
the territory. There's some stuff that we have to deal with it, but I'm lucky. If shit gets too hairy, I get to call him and say, hey man, I gotta go, can you take care of this? So I don't want to call myself a rancher.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
So you've had to learn a little bit.
Yeah. 100%. It was a big lifestyle shift for us, but it's been amazing. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Neither would my kids.
That's cool. Yeah, that's really neat. That's a nice way to do it.
Hell yeah. Yeah. We're having fun.
Then you're not really like liable for the cows, but
yeah, exactly.
Raise your children around them.
Exactly.
That's cool.
Jared, I saw you hop on kind of late. Did you have something in mind that you wanted to go over? Something that is a question that you had or anything?
Yeah. So I've been on HighLevel for about a year.
Nice.
Went from building my own CRM and realizing it took me more time to update and stay up to date on things than just building on someone else's. And I hate Salesforce, hate all the other stuff, because it's like everything is add this component, pay to play. And so HighLevel offered that opportunity. Been in the mortgage business for a long time. So just background, helped build a Mellow Home with Loan Depot, their whole platform.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah. So I'm actually launching a HighLevel CRM to the company that Andrew's at on Thursday. So I excited to dig into this even more. But one of the big questions was, is there a video integration doesn't require a ton of code like Vidyard or BombBomb to be able to do on demand? Like, hey, this person came in, added in a sequence, I get a task, do a video, send it to this person, where it's more click of things versus I got to go do it on this third-party platform, then get the code, then put it into HighLevel.
So I am not insanely well versed with BombBomb, and I know that there are like some really cool nuanced features that their embed code makes possible. I know that when we try and embed BombBomb code in the email, I think this is kind of what you're alluding to. Like, we have the ability to do it, but we have to customize some of the code in order for it to work the way that it's supposed to work. And our dev gets involved. I don't even know how we do that. And so what I also know is that since the last time we've tried to tackle that issue, HighLevel has rolled out their own hosted video solution.
Nice.
How much have you done anything with that yet?
No. So I hacked it through Vidyard, which seemed to be better because their code actually can just copy and paste and it works. And the GIF comes through, the tracking comes through, all that actually works.
Cool.
But I'm never going to get an LO or a realtor to copy and paste
to
something.
Do the both of them. Yeah, 100%. So to be able to host that stuff inside of HighLevel and have those same features is huge.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what I don't know is how many like of those features are available and how it shows up in an email. I would have to do some testing on my end to see that, but let me pull you in really quick to where I feel like you'd be interacting with this stuff, so that if you beat me to it, you can come back and let me know how it went. Okay, so within here, I know that you can upload your media through settings and through the media library, or through sites in the media library. So this is where you would upload your videos. Now we have some videos in here. There we go, video. So let's go ahead and see. I mean, that doesn't even have a preview of the video, so that's not a good sign. Yeah. Let's go in here. So uploading the videos there. And then when we go into emails, so we're going to go. Okay. So if we go in here, we add a video.
It looks like it's only supporting like 4 platforms. So the video URL at the top, you have to pick the YouTube or whatever it's coming from.
Right.
And that looks like it's only, I guess maybe HTML5.
No, that's not right. So I think I don't know that I've tried to do this inside of an email. So I'll show you what I was expecting to see if we go in here. And if you hit this same drop down from somewhere else, like a funnel or a site,
Mm-hmm.
You'll in that same drop down, you'll get hosted video. And that is what I was expecting to see. So video type, you have hosted video as that last one. So it looks like within email, they, for some reason, haven't rolled that out yet. But this is where like HighLevel started to get fun lately. I've been with HighLevel for 4 years. And so I've gone through frustrating times, and this is definitely the best things have ever been as far as feature releases, fixing bugs quickly, support responsiveness, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'm in a mindset at this point where it's like, if it's cool enough and it looks like HighLevel has started to go down that path, like it's only a matter of time before they have that ability. So I would even go in here, and when I have something like this come up, I'm just searching inside the HighLevel Facebook group, even bomb. Let's see. Bomb integration. So people comment on this. Bomb is ready to go with this. So there's something there. Video text message, use animated GIFs. You do custom videos right within the SMS, blah, blah, blah. So that's SMS. So I'll look.
That's another interesting one with the video, just kind of on this topic, Bonzo, to be able to send native video. Man, that is just like, that's killer.
Bonzo does that?
It sends native SMS videos through automation. So you can have the video in your library, and if you send in from iPhone or Android, it'll show up not as a link, just as a native video on the device.
And HighLevel, you've tried to do that in HighLevel, it doesn't do that?
Yeah, it won't send it as a video. It sends it as a link to the video.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, so like so you attach it here, and you can pick the actual. Oh, I wonder. So even if you attach it from here, it's doing the same thing? Yeah. Oh, that's 239 megs. I want. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So hosted video. All right. Yeah. I'm going to, that's stuff that I would like to know, where we're at on the roadmap with that kind of stuff too. So, I'll do some digging on my end and kind of report back what I find. But yeah, this is good stuff.
Vidyard is probably the best one, because you can, with the unlimited account with Vidyard, which is still super cheap, you can get embed code for each video, copy and paste that, and it works perfectly with HighLevel.
Perfect.
So you can just put it in HTML.
Okay.
But again, there's no world where you're going to have 4 clicks happen from an end user.
No, that would have to be, I mean, that's either a power user, a team, something like that. And that's kind of how I feel about video in general. I mean, yes, like the closer we get to the experience that you're describing, the more likely we are to get loan officers to use video, period. And we're just at a point, I think, right now where it's not quite that easy. And so for now, video has been kind of reserved for teams and power users and whatnot. But I agree. I mean, if we can make it as easy as putting it inside that text message and just attach it, send it, I mean, we'd get loan officers everywhere using video. It'd be big good.
Yeah. So I'm a geek out on my stats, look like just like Andrew's, and so I have a little bit different. So my app to credit pull doubled when I started sending videos that were specific to that person. Hey,
app to credit pull. So you'd collect the app, and then they have that checkbox or whatever that would give them, like, basically say, I don't want you to pull credit, and you would wait until you get credit to pull the app, or what is that metric?
Well, the cost of credit has gone up so much. We're not just pulling on everyone, right? So we're having a conversation first and then pulling. And so we only pull if it's, highly likelihood that there's a potential to have a deal there. So when we started sending the video of saying, like, hey, this is the situation, people were giving us, like, it felt more personal to them. So they'd give us the right information to then be able to know if we should pull credit or not.
Oh, cool. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's cool to have that additional layer of filtration that's taking place. That is like, you're only going to pull credit on the ones that you want to, but still video made it more effective. It made it more effective for you to be able to discover the info you needed to do that. That's really cool.
I think it just built trust faster, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, Mary, we're so excited to dig into this with you. The next step is we're going to, look at in depth, and we're going to make a plan. And you don't have to have it be super robust, but you end it there and they're like, okay, like this isn't just an online.
What's next?
Like,
yeah,
Mary wants to know what's next.
100%. Hell yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Right on, man. What else are you working on? We're going to do some homework. Ari and Mike are here taking notes. We're going to do some homework as far as the video embedding, hosting, seeing if that's on the roadmap, and giving you some info on that. But what else have you got going on?
Yeah. So, I mean, a ton. I'm trying to build the high level to be more operational, not just lead gen.
Yeah.
So that's where a lot of the issues have come up. And I'm still a producing manager. So we're doing about 20 million a month. And just found that was the pain point. So one of the biggest wins, and I think for everyone, we still do a lot of stuff with referral partners, was building in the automation of internal notifications to update referral partners as things move along in each step.
So you use custom fields to store the referral partner information, and just reference those custom fields.
And we also, I think Andrew could have benefited from this. Like, I trained, and I was in the core too, so I know all those coaching, and I'm like, just retrain the people. Like, I literally, my team makes fun of me because I'm on the call all the time. I'm like, my team's better at making the sausage than I am. I'm the strategy guy.
Exactly.
So I built a form that they fill out, that they put the referral partner, their name and number, and then I have a sequence that distributes the lead based on the referral partner, because some people like different people, and then if not, it goes to round robin after that. And they fill out basic information, and I just promise, hey, someone's going to be talking to your client within 1 hour of you filling out this form. Bet, like, if that's better or worse than me talking to them, like, I bet you it's better.
100%. Exactly. Like, nobody wants a machine that doesn't work, but nobody gives a fuck if it's a machine if it works.
No. So like, my best realtors are now, and financial planners, frankly, are now just literally filling out a form, is going into high level, and the team's working it because they know it's a system that works better. And
hell yeah.
This will be on the same video, but reference to MMI and everything else. I've went super deep into those numbers too. And I think the part that Andrew is missing is, like, teams put stuff in different people's names. Sometimes it's not the same. And, I look at like 3 or 4 realtors that I've worked with that have referred their entire office to work with me, where I can look at that tree and be like, this one realtor made me 150 grand last year.
Yeah.
And they only sent me 4 deals, but I could see their tree is way bigger than that.
100%. And that's the interesting thing. Like, when I was talking to him, is like, what makes the feedback different from me is the fact that the end goal is feet up on the beach in Aruba, drinking Mai Tais. It's like, when that's the end goal, like, I'm a begin with the end in mind kind of person. Like, you can't scale it. Like what you're talking about, I agree wholeheartedly. Like, as a loan officer, you'll make way more money if you integrate some logic and some thinking into the amount of automation and cold data and moving from this step to this step. Like, you've got to, and that makes it so that your campaign can be so much more effective. But when you're talking about the end goal is, I want to be here, you got to make decisions early, I think, that are like, okay, I'm not, like, at scale, am I going to be able to do that? Probably not. I'm probably going to have to find a different solution to this problem. I'm probably going to have to find a different way to find that information, to uncover those opportunities, that spider web effect that you're talking about. And that's where it was like, man, I don't know how much I can help with that, because my clients are like you're saying, see that opportunity of like, oh, well, it's not just about realtors as a number and being able to shotgun an email campaign that articulates your value proposition. It's about incorporating that little bit of tact into it that says, hey, I did a loan with this guy and he was on a team with a bunch of other people that do internet leads. I wonder if I can, get in with that and start a conversation there, like integrating those two, the tact with the automation, I think is going to be highest ROI for sure. But at the end of the day, it'll be a lot harder to end up doing 2,000 loans a year, drinking Mai Tais on autopilot if you're trying to do that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So on that, to get to the actual question, so I've had another issue from, when I built my own CRM, I literally could have my developers do whatever I wanted. So with HighLevel, having a little bit of an issue separating a business contact from a customer or a lead. So I have two pipelines. One I call Attack the Day, which have referral partners in, and another one that's a purchase pipeline, another one that's a refi pipeline. But the problem is I can't differentiate that in the like in the reporting that's coming in, because everything's coming in as a customer or a lead. And
right.
Is there a way to change that hard-coded field to say, I want this to be a business contact?
No, we just use a different custom field. So okay. We'll just, so like they have the contact type and we kind of just ignore that and create our own contact type field that has the more relevant, like, past client, referral partner, real estate agent. And then I'll just create all my smart lists and reporting referencing that field instead of the one that HighLevel has. But yeah, I have the same frustration as you. Why that was never not a field that we could add options to, I have no fucking clue, but
yeah,
the same boat.
And then the same thing, like my custom field as referral partner ends up being the opportunity source as well.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, why can I have this be a drop down of contacts so that it links those things together?
No, right? Instead you'd have to put your merge tag, like when you have your create update opportunity step, you would have to put your merge tag for the referral name, right? In the where you have your opportunity source, there's a field that you can override there, right? And so if you just, are you doing that already? Am I preaching to the choir?
So I'll look up merge tag and just put that into that workflow.
Yeah, I'll show you how to do that step real quick. If we go into workflows, I'm still sharing my screen. Cool. We'll start from scratch. Yeah, so it's going to be this create update opportunity. And so when you do this, you have opportunity source. So if you hit this number over here, you can go into your contact and then go into the custom fields of that contact. And then that's where you would put, this is where the referral source details should be held for that contact anyways. So right. You would just come in here. I think we have something called referral source, self-reported source. We'll put that there. Boom. Yeah. And you just put that there and then that'll automatically map it there every time.
Nice. And it'll override what was currently there.
It will not, it will, yes, because you're using a create or update opportunity step. So if as long as it goes through this workflow, it won't do it automatically, obviously, but as long as they go through this workflow and you and are getting updated, then it'll update to whatever you have it mapped there.
Okay.
So like if you wanted to do this with all of the current opportunities you had, what I would recommend is set up a smart list with the filter of, hey, all of the opportunities in this pipeline, and then have a workflow that comes in. Make sure you check this box that says allow, make sure you leave this box unchecked that says allow duplicate opportunities.
Okay.
Oh shit. No, see, I don't. No. You're going to have, you would have to create logic that is like based on whatever stage it's in, updating the opportunity in that stage. Otherwise you're going to have it wipe out all your progress basically.
Yeah. So I could do it on new lead. So like new lead comes in, I'm going to have it go just update opportunity source.
Right.
And do that merge tag. Okay.
Right. You can do that. Or even, another way to do it all in hindsight is if, depending on how many pipeline stages you have, just do it once per pipeline stage. And so you'd come in here, you go to your contacts and you say, all right, I want leads that are in the pipeline. This one, apply. And the stage is, this one.
Yeah.
Right. And then now I add it to a workflow that is updating all those opportunities. But in that workflow, I tell it to keep it in that stage basically, and then just override the opportunity source. So in that workflow, I'm configuring it to say, create update opportunity, and EmpowerLO core needs to reschedule with opportunity source with that merge tag. Now I'm not as long as I do that one at a time for each of my stages, it won't change. Like I won't be changing any of the stages that they're in. And so I could just go in one row at a time and update all their sources once and for all. That's how I would do it if it was important enough.
Nice. Well, thanks for spending some time. I do want to offline have a conversation. I've done a lot of lead gen in the past. I don't want to get back into that game. The game of operate conversion, right? So you have leadership, lead gen, conversion, transaction management, database management. So I love living in the conversion and database management as far as building things. So the company that Andrew's at, it's getting announced this week that I'm now the CRM sales trainer for the entire company. So
and it's HighLevel is the implementation.
Yeah. So we
need to talk. We need to talk, dude. That is sick. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I want to offer some lead gen stuff through this.
Okay.
So let's hit offline connect. And I think that there's I would love to just share my operational stuff, because the place that I need help is just leads. Cause I was a realtor for 12 years. So I had the cheat code on what actual realtors want. And I promise you, and sorry to go on a 30-second rant, realtors don't want leads, they want conversion.
Yes, right? Exactly.
Tell them that in the right word, like that way they'll be like, oh, I didn't realize that's actually what I want.
Yes.
Because I think they want leads. They don't want that.
100%. And that didn't become more apparent and true in those words until like the Facebook ad boom of like 5 years ago, when every agent and their dog was generating leads for $1 a lead, name, email address, and phone number. Now all of a sudden the word lead means fucking nothing. It means a phone book entry, basically.
That's my actual words. I'm like, if you want a lead, just open up the phone book. That's exactly. Yeah, prior to that, I was getting about 250,000 leads a month, and we were selling them out.
Jesus.
But it just wasn't a thing. It's not a thing that I want to keep up to date and crack the code. I want to stay in the operational side.
That's where the money's at anyways. And that's where like long-term money's at, because the lead, like the top of the funnel, as effective as Google pay-per-click can be for the top of the funnel right now, that could change overnight. Right? That could change overnight. Somebody else has to crack the code as far as what that top of the funnel is. But there's a lot of money out there chasing that and finding that answer. There's not enough people that are like, okay, once the top of the funnel is figured out, how do we actually convert this stuff? How do we actually make money off of it?
Well, there's a lot of people that have tried. The problem is it's much harder to systemize that, because you have to have a personality and be able to talk someone through purchasing $1 million house. I'm in San Diego. So
yeah, cool. Hell yeah. Where in San Diego?
World. La Mesa.
Oh, right on. My wife's family's in San Marcos, North County area.
Yeah.
Cool. Hell yeah. Right on. Well, I think you shot me a message, so I'll just connect back with you there once we get off here. But yeah, we definitely should hop on a call soon. We had Quincy on as well, but it looks like he hopped off. We're way past where we would normally be, obviously. Jenna, you're a trooper hanging out. This is cool. Your sister needs to know that you're subjecting yourself to being around the mortgage industry this much, because that is very valuable. But Jared, thanks for hopping on. Jenna, thanks for hopping on. Quincy, Andrew, both of you guys as well. This was this week's Zoom room. Stay tuned for our GHL weekly update that'll be out on Thursday. Otherwise, next Tuesday, same time, drop your email in the thread that's in the Facebook group if you want to be added to the reoccurring appointment, so that you don't have to go through the trouble of creating the calendar appointment. We'll do that for you. So anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you at the top.